Hi, my name is Brianna Coburn. I'm an 8th grade science teacher at Westport Middle School. These are two of my colleagues.
Hi, I'm Catherine Mulvoy. I teach 8th grade social studies.
And hi, I'm Rachel Parkin. I teach 8th grade language arts.
And we just wanted to tell you a little bit about a project-based learning opportunity we did recently about the movie Black Panther. We were just completely on the same page of like, this is important. We need to get our kids to this movie, and we need to help them to see that you can learn about the world around you in pop culture and in lots of different ways. Learning doesn't have to be textbooks and boring. It can be whatever you want it to be. So we decided to focus it as a research project and do ELA research standards. We just want it to be whatever they wanted to learn more about, because as I walked away from the theater, that's what I was pumped up about, was learning more about this topic and this topic and this topic. And as educators, I think we do that a lot. And I think school sometimes forgets that that's what learning really should be about.
We ended up coming up with 15 topics that we were going to give the kids on a choice board so they could look at. So we tried to give them as many options as humanly possible, and we also tried to give them a starting off point but not limit them on where they wanted to go. So anyone that needed our help was able to ask for it. Everyone else was able to pick a research question that they wanted and just run with it, which was really fun for us to watch. We had to figure out how to get them to come up with a specific research question, and we tried to do that by we looked at ELA research standards to be able to do that.
We want students to be able to look at multiple informational texts, evaluate information, pull sources, and synthesize information, and be able to write about it and share that information. And in class, we've been doing that with Native American history and African American history in a more structured, guided way. This Black Panther project, we saw that as a huge opportunity for students to do the same research tasks in a much more authentic way. If we are creating and inspiring lifelong learning, we want students to see something, become curious about it, and try finding information on their own and evaluating sources and sharing sources, actually, in many cases, which was really fun to see.
And it was just, I get emotional because it was really...
There were a lot of aha moments for the kids. Like, regardless of what they chose to do and which topic they were doing, there were so many kids all throughout the week who were like, oh, I get it now. It was really fun to talk to them about things that we don't usually have time to talk to them about in a regular class.
Definitely.
It was great.
And the fact that kids can go out and see a film like this on their own and say, hey, this person's speaking to me, and my interpretation of the message is just as valid as any adult out there, I think was really powerful for kids, because in school a lot of times it's right or wrong. You get the point or you don't. And this, I think, let kids take it in their own and say, hey, this is what I think it means. This is what I take out of the Black Panther. You could talk to any kid on the floor and ask them what they were doing and what their project was about in the hallway, and they were excited to talk about it. And it really increased the cross-team bonds between teachers and students and other students. And I think that was a really great opportunity as well.
For some students, it was the first time that they had taken work home to continue working on it the entire school year. That was not required. It was when given an option, and they brought it back.
They came back finished. They were ready to go.
Carrying rifles onto the bus. That is not something you usually see the week before spring break with the population that a lot of us have. And so I think it's really important to know that this can happen at any school in the district and any school in the country if the right supports are put in place, and if you take the time to work as a team ahead of time and think about what do our kids need to be successful and what are they interested in, and then learning can happen from there.